Raise your face up.
Daddy Biko, please.
She was granted bail on a Monday, and by Friday, EFCC had slammed her with a fresh 69 million naira fraud case, and she was back behind bars before she could even breathe. A chiropractic clinic paid her for a Lekki Phase 1 property she never owned. Her real name, her real face, her real voice on the call. No middleman, no proxy, just her. And now the courts are completely done playing. Subscribe now because this story is only getting bigger and darker. For those who need a quick reminder, Blessing CEO built her name on social media as a relationship coach. Sharp tongue, bold opinions, the kind of woman who could walk into any room and command it completely. Nigerians knew her, followed her, many swore by her, but underneath all that audacity, something else was quietly building. A trial, a pattern, and by the time people started looking closely at the numbers, what they found was not just one bad decision. It was a system, and that system is now collapsing around her, publicly, painfully, and fast. This did not start in 2026. Go back to 2023. A 36 million naira fraud case court remand Kirikiri. The country watched and waited. Then, June 19th, 2026, bail is finally granted. You could almost feel the exhale, almost, because before she could meet a single bail condition, before she could sort one document, EFCC came back. And they did not come quietly. New case, new charges, a number that made Jews drop across Lagos, Abuja, and everywhere Nigerians were watching. 69.1 million naira. She stood before that judge, heard every charge, read to her face, and looked that courtroom in the eyes and said, not guilty, not guilty. Now, here is what allegedly happened. And pay close attention because the details are this one are something else entirely. There is a chiropractor clinic wear their uniform and treat patients. These people had a vision. They wanted to expand, open a new branch, and the location they had their eyes on is Lekki Phase 1. If you know Lagos, you already understand what that address means. It is not just a location, it is a statement, prestigious, commercial. The kind of address that tells everyone or every client who walks through your door, we have arrived. So they were looking for a property to lease. And somehow Blessing CEO entered the picture. She told them she owned a property there. Prime location, perfect for a clinic, 5-year lease. The number 69,150,000 naira. Now, these were not desperate market traders throwing money at a stranger. They ran a legitimate medical business. They were careful, or at least they believed they were. They did their checks, they paid the money. Then they went to see the property. It shocked everyone. No ownership, no documents, no right. The property was never ours. And 69,150,000 naira had already left their account and disappeared completely. Have you ever heard anything like this in your area? Drop your comment below. Here is where it stops being a single story and starts being something far more troubling and disturbing. The 36 million naira case 2023, the Lekki property scam 2025, and hovering quietly in the background like something nobody wants to name out loud yet is the breast cancer situation. Blessing's CEO allegedly told Nigerians she had breast cancer and collected funds. That case has not formally entered a courtroom yet, but EFCC has a very clear pattern every single time, because this is the beginning to look less like bad luck and more like a prosecutor building something very deliberate, brick by brick, case by case. Now let us talk about the number that nobody can explain. Add it up carefully. The 36 million, the 69 million, the breast cancer fund, the cases we have not even heard about, at a figure quietly approaching and possibly exceeding 200 million naira. And the question that Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Wari and everywhere keeps asking a simple question: where did all of it go? No mansion, no banana island, no G-Wagon parked outside a Lekki apartment, no private jet, stories circulating anywhere, nothing you can point at and say, that is where the money went. So now, where did it go? There is a story and it involves someone very close to her, a man, a boyfriend, who around the exact same period, he needed money. A lot of it, legal fees in Nigeria are not cheap, and somehow he came out of that court situation discharged and acquitted, completely free, while she is the one sitting in remand. If she did this for herself, for her children, her comfort, her own life, then she is a thief. Now, if she did that for herself, for her children, her comfort, her own life, then she is a thief, and she will answer for every kobo. But if she emptied those accounts and destroyed her own future for a man who is now walking free and breathing, then she was not the fraudster. She was the weapon someone else picked up, used and quietly dropped. And that is the most painful kind of story. The breast cancer case is still out there waiting, and the moment she gets close to bail on this 69 million case, watch what EFCC does next. Where does this end for Blessing CEO? Nobody knows yet, but our children are watching, our followers are watching, and an entire generation of young Nigerian women are still watching this unfold in real time. Let this be the lesson that nobody should ever and ever have to learn the hard way. Never commit crime for anybody, and if you ever feel yourself going there, make absolutely sure you are doing it for yourself. Subscribe, share this video, and I will see you in the next one.